Welcome to Spelling List 8. This lesson accompanies Lesson 8 of the Logic of English Essentials curriculum. Before we begin, I would like to introduce you to the schwa sound and provide you a little background about this sound. Schwa looks like this in the dictionary, and it's often pronounced Sometimes it's also pronounced I. The schwa sound, by definition, is an unaccented vowel sound in English. So it is a vowel found in the unaccented syllable. For example, we have the word about. Bout is the accented syllable, and so we have the vowel schwa, the vowel A, saying the schwa sound, You can know if a syllable is accented by seeing how far your mouth drops open. About. Your mouth will drop open the farthest on the accented syllable, and in those unaccented syllables, the vowel often sounds like the schwa sound. This is because if you practice saying the vowels aloud, you'll notice that the sound is very relaxed and very easy to say. So compare e, You'll notice the sound is a relaxed, unaccented sound, and so many of the vowels sound like when in an unaccented syllable. One final example is freedom. Notice free is the accented syllable, and then in dumb, we have the sound. For spelling purposes, we are going to exaggerate those vowel sounds, and the reason for this is to help us to create an auditory picture of those words, not only a visual picture. Also, we will discover that sometimes in the derivatives, that vowel sound becomes accented and can be heard clearly. So watch for this throughout Spelling List 8. Before we begin the list, it is also important that we introduce the two new phonograms found in this list. The first one is I. This is I, three-letter I. Go ahead. And W. Very good. Now we are ready to begin. The first word in today's list is right. She broke her right arm. Right. How many syllables? 1. Let's sound it out together. R, I, this is three-letter I, T. Go ahead and write right. Be sure that you're sounding it out as you write it. And now help me to write it. Sound it out with me. R, I, T. And how will we mark right? We'll underline the three-letter I. The next word is foam. The foam sponge works well to clean the pan. How many syllables in foam? 1. Let's sound it out. O. This is two-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. Go ahead and write foam. And now help me to write it. O. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the O. The next word is slight. You made a slight mistake. How many syllables in slight? 1. Let's sound it out together. I, three-letter I, T. Go ahead and write slight. And now help me to write it. I, T. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the three-letter I. The next word is shortcut. Today we will learn a shortcut for this math problem. How many syllables in shortcut? 2. The first syllable is short, sh or t. The second syllable is cut, k, t. This is a k, s. Go ahead and write shortcut. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is short, sh, or t. The second syllable is cut, k, t. And how will we mark shortcut? We'll underline the sh and the or. The next word is wheel. The wheel on the bike is bent. How many syllables in wheel? 1. Let's sound it out together. Wh, E, this is an E-double-E, ul. Go ahead and write wheel. And now help me to write it. What? E, U. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the W and the E. The next word is freedom. Freedom is essential to democracy. How many syllables in freedom? 2. Now we are going to exaggerate the schwa sound and say free-dom. Let's sound it out together. The first syllable is free. F-R-E. This is an E-double-E. The second syllable is dom. D-A-M. Go ahead and write free-dom. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is free. F-R-E. The second syllable is dom. D-A-M. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the E. The next word is poem. She wrote a beautiful poem for Mother's Day. How many syllables in poem? 2. Now notice, once again, we have the schwa sound, poem, and we're going to exaggerate it for spelling purposes, poem. Let's sound it out together. The first syllable is po, p-o. The second syllable is m, e-m. Go ahead and write poem. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is po, p-o. The second syllable is m, e-m. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O. Why? A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And here the O is saying its name because it's at the end of the syllable. The next word is sweltering. The sweltering heat led to the crops dying. How many syllables in sweltering? 3. The first syllable is swell. S-w-e-l. The second syllable is ter. T-er. This is the of her. And the third syllable is ing. I-ng. Go ahead and write sweltering. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is swell. S-w-e-l. The second syllable is ter. T-er. And the third syllable is ing. I-ng. And how will we mark it? We will underline the and the ng. The next word is scooter. The boy rode his scooter to the park. How many syllables in scoot-er? 2. The first syllable is scoot. S-k. This is a k. S. Oo. Oo. T. The second syllable is the of her. Go ahead and write scoot-er. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is scoot. S-k. Oo. T. The second syllable is And how will we mark it? We'll underline the oo and the Now, what is the root of scooter? It's scoot, which means to kind of move along slowly or sometimes on your knees. A scooter is something that scoots. The next word is whiskers. The cat twitched his whiskers. How many syllables in whiskers? 2. The first syllable is whisk. I-s-k. This is a tall k. The second syllable is ers. Z. Go ahead and write whiskers. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is whisk. I-s-k. The second syllable is z. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the and the Oh, and we'll also, did you notice this? We'll also put a 2 over the z because this said its second sound z. The next word is speechless. He was left speechless. How many syllables in speechless? 2. The first syllable is speech. S-p-e. This is an E-double-E. Ch. The second syllable is less. L-e-s-s. Go ahead and write speechless. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is speech. S, p, e, ch. The second syllable is less. L, s, s. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the e and the ch. And why did we double the s? We often double FL and S after a single vowel at the end of a base word. And here we have that single short vowel, so we're doubling the S. What is the root of speechless? It's speech, which means obviously to talk. And what does it mean to be speechless? Less means without, so it means to be without speech. You don't know what to say. The next word is bluffs. The bluffs over the river are very steep. Let's sound out bluffs. B, L, A, F, F, S. Go ahead and write bluffs. And now help me to write it. B, L, A, F, F, S. And notice we doubled the F. What is the root word of bluffs? It's bluff. So we doubled the F after a short vowel at the end of a base word. The base word is when we don't add a suffix to the word or a prefix. And that follows the rule, and then we added S to make it plural to get bluffs. The next word is whispering. No whispering in class, please. How many syllables in whis-per-ing? 3. The first syllable is whis. Wh, I, s. The second syllable is per, p, This is the of her. And the third syllable is ing, I, ng. Go ahead and write whis-per-ing. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is whis, I, s. The second syllable is per, p, and the third syllable is ing, I, ng. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the and the ng. The next word is flashlight. Bring your flashlight to camp. How many syllables in flashlight? 2. The first syllable is flash. F, L, A, sh. The second syllable is light. L, I. Notice this is a 3-letter I. T. Go ahead and write flashlight. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is flash. F, L, A, sh. The second syllable is light. L, I, T. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the sh and the I. The next word is calendar. Did you put the event on your calendar? How many syllables in cal and dar? 3. The first syllable is cal. K. This is a k. S. A, l. The second syllable is n. E, n. And the third syllable is dar. D, r. Go ahead and write cal and dar. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is cal, k, a, l. The second syllable is n, e, n. And the third syllable is dar, d, r. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the r. The next word is regular. Regular exercise is vital to good health. How many syllables in reg-u-lar? 3. The first syllable is reg, g. The second syllable is u, and the third syllable is lar, r. Go ahead and write reg-u-lar. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is reg, g. The second syllable is u, and the third syllable is lar, r. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the u. And why did the u say it's long sound u? Because it's at the end of the syllable. And what's the rule? A, E, O, U. usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And then we'll underline the R. The next word is fairness. In fairness, we will allow you to take the test again. How many syllables in fairness? 2. The first syllable is fair. F, A, two-letter A that you may not use at the end of English words. R. The second syllable is ness. N, E, S, S. Go ahead and write fairness. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is fair. F, A, R. The second syllable is ness. N, E, S, S. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the A. And why did we double the S? We often double F, L, and S after a single short vowel. And here it's after a short vowel. The next word is hanger. The planes are parked in the hangar. How many syllables in hang are? 2. The first syllable is hang. H, A, ng. The second syllable is R. Go ahead and write hang R. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is hang. H, A, ng. The second syllable is R. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ng and the R. The next word is salamander. We have a new pet salamander. How many syllables in sal-a-man-der? 4. The first syllable is sal. S-a-l. The second syllable is a. The third syllable is man. M-a-n. And the fourth syllable is der. D-er. Go ahead and write sal-a-man-der. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sal. S-a-l. The second syllable is a. The third syllable is man. M-a-n. And the fourth syllable is der. D-er. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the A. Why did the A say its long sound? Because it's at the end of the syllable. And the rule is A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And then we'll underline the er. The next 3 words have a pattern, so I want you to watch for the pattern, and at the end we'll talk about it and talk about what it means. The first word is payment. Dad made a payment for the class. How many syllables in payment? 2. The first syllable is pay. A. This is 2-letter A that you may use at the end of English words. The second syllable is meant. M-e-n-t. Go ahead and write payment. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is pay. P-a. The second syllable is meant. M-e-n-t. And how do we mark it? We'll underline the A. And what is the root word here? You're right, it's pay. The next word is appointment. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. How many syllables in app, point, meant? 3. The first syllable is app. A-p. The second syllable is point. P-oy. Oy that you may not use at the end of English words. N-t. And the third syllable is meant. M-e-n-t. Go ahead and write app, point, meant. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is app. A-p. The second syllable is point. P-oy. N-t. And the third syllable is meant. M-e-n-t. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the oy. The next word is refreshments. There will be refreshments after the intermission. How many syllables in refreshments? 3. The first syllable is re. R-e. The second syllable is fresh. F-r-e-sh. The third syllable is ments. M-e-n-t. Z. Go ahead and write refreshments. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is re, r, e. The second syllable is fresh, f, r, e, sh. The third syllable is ments, m, e, n, t, s. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the e because A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And then we'll underline the sh. Let's talk about this word for just one moment. Notice, what is the root of refreshments? It is fresh. And what does it mean to refresh something? It means to do it again. Re is the prefix that means to do again. So to refresh something means to make it fresh. Now, what do each of these words have in common? You'll notice it has the suffix ment in common. Now, pay is a verb. And when we add the suffix ment, we turn the verb pay into a noun, payment. Here we have appoint. Appoint is also a verb. And when we add the suffix ment, we turn the verb appoint into the noun appointment. The same with refresh. Refresh is a verb, and ment turns it into a noun. So the ment suffix turns a verb into a noun. The next word is subway. He rode on the subway in New York. How many syllables in subway? 2. The first is sub, s, a, b. The second is way, w, a, 2-letter A that you may use at the end of English words. Go ahead and write subway. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sub, s, a, b. The second syllable is way, w, a. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the A. Once again, watch for a pattern with these words. The next word is subtest. It is now time for a math subtest. How many syllables in subtest? 2. The first syllable is sub, s, a, b. The second syllable is test, t, s, t. Go ahead and write subtest. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sub, s, a, b. The second syllable is test, t, s, t. And you'll notice there's nothing to mark in this word. It's all first sounds. The last word is subcompact. Dad bought a subcompact car. How many syllables in subcompact? 3. The first syllable is sub, s, a, b. The second syllable is com, k, a, m. And the third syllable is packed, p, a, k, t. Go ahead and write subcompact. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sub, s, a, b. The second syllable is com, k, a, m. And the third syllable is packed, p, a, k, t. And once again, you'll notice this is all first sounds. So a subway, subtest, and subcompact all have in common this prefix sub. Now, take a guess at what sub means. You'll notice a subway is a way that goes under the ground, so it means down or under. A subtest is a part of a test. So sometimes that under refers to a part of something or under it in an outline. And a subcompact car means, well, we have a compact car that's small, and then under that we have a subcompact car, which is even smaller. Well, thank you so much for joining us for Spelling List 8, and we hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.